It's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Sun Devils will kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wide receiver. Give to the running back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Trying to pick up a first down. To throw, it's Mayava. With the catch, it's Jordan. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
All the way back to the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll start this drive with a pass. That's reeled in. It's Tyson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast at Big 12 play.
The Sun Devils come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Finds his big tight end. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And man, you know he's looking for more.
Fires to the middle. Complete to the left. There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Brown has it. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. No Cam Scatterboo this season. Guys, he was the definition, all-purpose workhorse back a year ago. He put Arizona State in the national spotlight. David, how do you replace a guy who was not only so productive, but was really the heart and soul of the team's identity?
Well, you know what's nice, Reese? It's nice to have a quarterback that's a superstar, a budding.
A shot toward the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He holds it in, and nobody's close. There he goes. Touchdown, Trojan. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. He's chased out of bounds, but he takes that return across the 50 to the 48. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spot. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Levitt. Makes the grab. It's off. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. Fires to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
This offense is being aggressive, and they keep going back to the same guy. We're early in the game in the first quarter. This guy's already scored a touchdown, so if I'm a quarterback, keep trying to get him the football. He's winning his matchups one-on-one. Nice job by the defense on that play, but don't lose focus if you're the QB here. Keep trying to find your big-time playmaker.
Offense in a bunch formation. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. At the 20, he's got space. They've got him down. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the air, it's Levitt. Grab near the marker, it's Hamilton. Touchdown, Arizona State! A great catch and run for 6.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. With get through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They'll run it from the gun. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in 4th down again. Great job there. Pass defense, 3rd down. This defense now starting to put it together.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Pulls it in. It's Hamilton. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Levin. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, they're just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Turning it up. Got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown, USC. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This wide receiver is so dynamic. The bubble screen is a play every offense has in their back pocket now these days. You just want to find different ways for this guy to touch the football, whether it's jets, reverses, and bubble screens. He makes people look so silly out in space like he did right there.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point.
Fellas, you'd be hard-pressed to find a better rivalry than Florida State, Miami. So many classic games over the years, and here's an update from this year's edition. Miami was able to finish off a close one in South Florida today. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Levin. Here's a heat. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They booted away on 4th down. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Looking to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Looking downfield, it's Mayava. And as he throws, good quickness to grab it off the mountains. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Takes a handoff. It's Jordan. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. Firing to the right, complete. Run out of bounds, they'll spot him at the 24.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. It's caught downfield. Touchdown Trojans! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Nebraska rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that's produced winners of the award from Johnny Rodgers to Mike Rozier to Eric Crouch. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Levin. That's caught. It's Brown. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Trying to take it back.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field and trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Trying to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wide receiver going in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Rifles it down the middle. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. This will likely be the last play of the half. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Trojans will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Butler. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Give to Brown. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They'll run play action. Finds his tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Finds his man. It's Mock. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5.
Timeout, USC.
The Sun Devils are on the move. He'll set up to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. Wants to keep it in the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Moss. Breaks into the open. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Dropping back, it's Levitt. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
And the Sun Devils trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils. And they take it in for 6 more points. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Catch in the middle. It's Lane. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
The Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. The screen, he can go. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. From the gun. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Defense looks like they're coming. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
That is just textbook execution by the receiver on the corner route for that 1st down. Also, great find by the quarterback.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Now the play fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires left. Caught near the sideline. It's Tyson. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
And it's no good. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied, guys.
Well, the kicker was trying to put his team on the board and break this 0-0 tie. Just didn't have enough leg to get it there.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go to the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
KYP, know your personnel. You got those big tight ends you can work on those 3rd and shorts. You don't have to have him run way down the field. Understand how to get to the sticks, get that first down. Nice job.
To the ground with the back. Finding open areas.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll try to pick up a few here on 3rd down, but from here it would be a 60-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. There he goes! Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the Trojans are rolling down the field. The give to the back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass, it's Mayava. quick strike complete. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Butler. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Still running at the 40. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
That's a first down for the offense.
How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. Looking to throw on first down. He wants to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
Red pass, it's complete. Inside the 40. Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Got his man. Touchdown, Arizona State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick an extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lane. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Wants to throw on third. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude.
Great play by the defense, forcing the incompletion. What do you do now if you're on offense? Game is tied. It's late. Have the confidence in your quarterback and your offense to convert this 4th and short and give yourself a chance to win this game now.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Back to the ground game on the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Dropping back, it's Mayaba. Blasted as he lets it go. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference. So the game will continue for at least one more play as the penalty gives the offense an untimed down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. It's complete on the right side. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. It's a pretty good day.
This offense right on the doorstep. They can grab the lead late as time continues to wind down. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Makes the grab. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Barrels ahead. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They could have tried to break the tie with a field goal attempt. Instead, they'll try to punch it in on 4th and goal here in the final period. Touchdown, Trojans! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the clock has hit zeros. Here's a look at the big moment from that battle in the Pac-12. Stanford went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Cardinal ever do that? This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake up the Pac-12 standings.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking for a man. It's Levin. That's caught. It's Brown. At the 45 on his way. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Wants to fire on second down. He hurls one deep down the left side. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
He just took a shot down the field, didn't get it, so you've got time for one more play. Everybody thinking Hail Mary right now. I know the odds don't say you're going to come up with it, but man, we have seen crazy things happen in college football.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. He'll take another shot here. The ball hits the ground,